Hello there, everybody, and welcome to a goofy game show that I decided to do because I was watching too much MBT. Anthony joining you once again. I have Veril, John, and Scorp in the call with me tonight. Good to see y'all here.
Good to see you.
Hello, audience.
Hello, I am audience.
Oh yeah, Tank's here as well, so
Hello.
there's that. Anyways, Veril's all pleasant with the introduction, and then John's just like,
Hello, time for ASMR. This is my introduction thing.
and then
It's
Scorp is
called
just
a
silent
bit.
because of course he is. We are playing Jeopardy today, but we are theming it around the TCG. Should be a fun time, though there are some questions on here where I am wondering if anybody would have known the answer besides me. This is going to be a full Jeopardy game, 2 rounds plus Final Jeopardy, and I just realized I need to write something down here real quick.
2 rounds. You did a lot of question writing.
Oh yeah, I was messaging Techno
John
furiously about one
Thompson.
category, I will say that much.
Oh, let me guess.
Oh
we got a rules
my.
category in round 2.
Well, we'll talk about
God.
it later. We'll talk about it.
Boy, I can't wait to see
Yeah,
no one
that's
get
right.
that category right.
Hey, I'm pretty good at the rules.
So says
It's
you.
easy for you to say. My knowledge is jank, and that's it.
I was about to say, look at the people you're playing against. You're playing against Scorp and John.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Neither do I, Veril. Neither do I. Okay, now that I have actually written down the Final Jeopardy question so I don't forget it later. Alrighty. Yeah, can you tell I prepared almost entirely for this? I've also been trying to juggle the Toronto panel, so there's that. Anyway, so, what are our categories in round 1? In 9 words or less. This is referencing things that have happened in my Every Card in 9 Words or Less videos. You'll have to answer whatever card... Yep, this is gonna go over well. Bane of my existence. This references cards that specific individuals on this server absolutely loathe. Copium level 9000 is various hot takes people have had. Slang terms is things that, like, exist within the game but not under an official term. And before and after, this is a weird one. So, you're gonna be naming 2 things, and the last word of the first thing is the first word of the last thing. So if the question was... or if the prompt was Earth Insect, a method of storing audio, the answer would be, what is Max CD?
Oh God, these are gonna be impossible because they're all gonna be puns.
Oh yeah, I ripped some stuff from MBT's Yu-Gi-Oh! Jeopardy that I'm not sure how this is gonna go over, but just a warning, on that category in particular, I will be very pedantic about it, so just be careful. Any
God,
questions
it's gonna
before we
be
get this party
impossible.
started? Do you have your buzzers up?
Yes.
Think so?
Alrighty, I am going to roll a die to determine. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this the fun way. Tank, let's get you in on this a little bit. Who should have the unfortunate curse of picking the first category? Tank?
Tank?
Oh no, he's dead.
Tank!
Now is
I
not
had
the
to
time
run
for a
to
buff.
get my better quality headphones. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Who has the unfortunate curse of being the first person to pick a category?
Oh, you wanted me to pick that. Let's go with John.
Alrighty, John, where are we going?
Where are we going? There's a very good question. Let's do copium levels 200.
Copium 200. Naga usually saves his copium for alpha testing, but he snorted a line and a half when talking about this stratagem that Hawk actually likes. You have 10 seconds. Scorp.
What is last line of defense?
No. Nobody? The answer, if I can get this to work, what is trigger convention? Remember that minute-long rant he went on? Yeah, nobody gets it there. John, you still have the board.
You said snorting a line of coke.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be
A line of
TSBYS.
No,
Because he was talking
no.
about how bad it was.
I was yeah, he was just went on a rant about that. Anyways, John, you still
Oh,
have the
so
board.
copium is not necessarily good. Okay.
Yes, but he was talking about how bad it was.
Exactly.
So
It's an okay
Right.
card. Anyways, you have the board.
Oh, for sake. I'm sorry for all the editing work.
Oh, relax. I've already got to do this anyway, so I'm not even gonna bother marking stuff.
Bane of my
Oh, I reset my.
100.
Yeah, resetting the buzzers. What did you say it was, John?
Bane of my existence 100.
Bane of My Existence 100. This Wave 6 powerhouse has received a somewhat large amount of criticism, especially from a certain Metroplex player. John.
Who is Ayuk?
Correct. Come on, work. There we go. So yeah, Ayuk. Let's go ahead and add that to your score. Hey, it automatically adds it.
He was talking about oppress, and then I realized, oh wait, oppress wasn't in Wave 6.
Nope. John, you still have the board.
Let's do slang terms 100.
Slang terms 100. I'm going to quickly modify what I have my screen on. What are on my screen so that way I can do things a little better. Slang terms 100, you said?
Yes.
This Wave 1 rare is often proclaimed at don't jump in yet, you gotta wait for me to finish answering the question. This Wave 1 rare... This is off to a good start. This Wave 1 rare is often proclaimed by some to be the best character in the game's history. John got in first.
Who is Optimus Prime Battlefield Legend?
Correct! Okay, I need to interject here because John technically should not have gotten the points here because he did not respond with the slang term version of that character's name. That's on me for missing it, though. Moving on. 100 for you. Alrighty, where are we going next?
I feel like this should have gone to Feral, but whatever. Copium level 9,100.
And you have hit the daily double. Please tell me, how many points would you like to wager?
Screw it. Let's do 200.
Alrighty, and I have to remember if anybody else is allowed to buzz in on this. Professionalism at its finest, folks.
Good job making sure you understood how to run a Jeopardy game before.
Hey, I understood most of it. Cut me some slack.
I've never seen a daily double in one of these before, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Okay, so nobody gets to buzz in after this, so John is the only one who gets it.
Okay.
Remember when Hawk thought that this secret action wasn't completely OP before its errata? And how much are you wagering?
What is Turnabout Snare?
Yes, how much did you wager?
He wagered 200.
He wagered 200. Congratulations, you still have the board.
I'm shocked that this has lasted for so long. In 9 words or less, 100.
Alrighty, let me just make sure the buzzers are reset. Hawk used the classic It's Alive bit for 2 cards in Wave 8, including this one that Veril abused with Alpha Sentinel and Demolisher. Veril.
I've got your back.
That was not in the form of a question.
What is I've got your back?
Okay, fine, I'll allow it. You got it. Normally I would just say you don't get it, but you know what? I'm feeling a little generous tonight. Anyways, now that I am done being pedantic, Veril, where are we going?
Bane of My Existence for 200.
Bane of My Existence for 200. It's safe to say everyone breathed a sigh of relief when this Wave 4 nuisance was banned early on in the community era. John, you got in first. What is it?
What is swap parts?
No. Scorp, you got in next.
Who is Sergeant Springer?
No. Veril.
What is Fusion Borer?
No. The answer was Daring Escape. Fusion Borer was not in Wave 4. Nobody got that one. Veril, you still got the board.
I had the other half. I had the character.
I mean,
I've
true.
never played during Wave 8.
Let's go slang terms for 300.
Slang terms for 300. This aggro deck that's lasted the entire length of the game's life is known by a 4-letter word, since the common trait name of the deck in question could be considered a bit of a mouthful. Veril got in first. What do we got?
Bugs. Or what is bugs?
Correct. You get 300.
It was bold.
Where are we going next?
Let's take
What is bold?
Bane of My Existence for 300.
Bane of My Existence, 300. This card annoyed the crap out of Legendary, despite the fact he always managed to engineer a situation to beat it. Scorp.
What did he hate? What was it?
Okay, time's up. Keep going. What is
Me?
Malevolent Architect? The guy always managed to get the exact damage spread on the board to kill me, and I am so annoyed by it. Anyways, Veril, you still got the
This would make more
board.
sense if he was one of the players.
Let's take slang terms for 400 then.
Slang terms 400. Despite Veril's love for Clown Vomit, she seemingly never used a deck involving this Wave 4 action. Veril.
What is overwhelming advantage?
Correct! So, following the precedent from the other incident, Veril should have not gotten the points here either, but I was not firing on all cylinders, so yeah. I'll do better next time.
Wow.
Clear buzzers, reset, where are we going next?
Let's take... heck with it, slang terms for 500.
Slang terms 500. This promotional action gives you one of these, so long as you have at least 2 untapped characters. Veril, you got in first.
What is all-out attack?
That is incorrect.
You're dumb.
I think it counts.
Damn.
The terminology was what I was looking for.
Your question was, what is this promotional action?
This promotional act,
turn
or
to-
oh, I
Your turn
fucked
to
that up.
action.
I fucked that up.
Yeah,
Professionalism,
you
folks.
technically included 2 questions there, so
Damn it.
good job.
Well,
He deserves the points because
I'll
he
allow it
deserves
because
the
I'm a
question.
fucking
He answered
idiot.
the question.
I will give you that one. That one's on me. Flame me in the comments all you want. We were doing so good.
No, I
let's
can
take
blame you right now.
let's take Bane of My Existence for 400.
Bane of My Existence for 400. Strangely enough, Tank still has never managed to beat this stratagem.
Oh,
but
you.
buzzers.
Veril.
What is last line of defense?
Correct. Man, Veril is just
you.
running away with this. I mean, I had to think of something. Where are we going next?
I'm really excited to see if Bane of My Existence 500 is the answer I think it is.
You're going with Bane of My Existence 500. Naga's had some insane builds over the years, but none of them annoy Hawk as much as this one-wide deck that uses 10-star cards and Demolition Derby to wipe most of the opponent's team on a single turn. John got in first.
What is Rambo Prime?
Correct! Where are we going
That
next?
deck is so funny. Let's do Copium level 9,300.
Okay. When WotC still ran the game, Drew Nolosko was quoted as having a secret lineup for this character that made him broken. Trouble is, no one could ever figure out what it was. John.
Who is Triptychon?
Correct! Alrighty, where are we going next?
So get this!
So get this.
And I need to give
Speaking
you
of
points
so
for
get
that.
this. Let's do in 9 words or less 300.
9 words or less, 300. Hawk declared that this secret action was a partially a balanced version of Max C. Veril.
What is hijack?
No. Scorp.
What is Zab Arms?
No.
Oh, what this is?
What is playing both sides?
Should have said that.
John, you still have the board.
I was gonna say that, but I thought it was wrong. In 9 words or less, 400.
Hawk rather infamously implied this ban card was utter garbage and had 0 uses. John.
Who is Horrible?
Correct. Where are we going next?
I remember that hot take. Did not age well.
Yeah.
Let's do Copium level 9,400.
Legendary and Hawk were forced to eat their own words after this iconic character had a solid showing in Season 2 Encounter 2. Scorp.
Who is Devastator?
No. John.
Who is Captain Jetfire?
No. Veril.
Who is Cup?
No. Who is Galaxy Prime? There were 2 Galaxy Prime decks running around, and they did pretty decent after me and Legendary said it was a bad idea.
Never understood why you guys thought that card was terrible. He's a
Galaxy
hound.
Prime has historically been great. Why did you think it was bad?
Because he lost Energy Pack! Anyways, John, where are we going?
Because they're on copium.
Reset the buzzer.
Ah, yes, good call.
Please. Let's do, screw it, let's go in Uncharted Water. Before and after 100.
And I am looking for full names here, so I am going to be pedantic. I'm just warning you in advance.
Okay.
A vanilla Wave 1 starter deck character, the main character in Zero's Omega Invitational deck. Scorp.
Who is Red Alert?
No. John.
Who is Red Mirage?
No. What is Ironhide Veteran... What? There we go. What is Ironhide Veteran Autobot Mirage Lone Wolf?
Oh, what?
Does this category make a bit more sense now?
This
that
category
is
would make
two
more.
characters.
Would make yes, that's the point. It's before and after. The category would make sense if you had actually combined them into a pun.
Exactly.
I did what I had to do, okay? Cut me some slack.
How painful.
Anyways, John, where are we going?
Before and after 200.
Alrighty, let me make sure to do my job here. A balanced black icon weapon, an action that later had its effect put onto a Unicron raid character. Veril.
What is RR Disruptor Blade Flurry?
Correct!
Did it literally a second before the idea came to my mind.
Alrighty, where are we going next?
Let's go slang terms for 200.
Slang terms for 200. This stratagem is usable with any melee character. However, it might as well be specifically tied to a certain car who's always had red wheels. John, you got in first.
What is brutal conditioning?
Correct.
You.
Where are we going next?
In 9 words or less, 200.
Hawk decided to take a shot at Veril by
Can
poking
you
fun
undo
at...
before you finish this, undo the buzzers.
Yep.
Thank you.
Hawk decided to take a shot at Veril by poking fun at her memorable typo involving this card's name. Veril.
What is combat deck?
Correct.
Combat deck.
That typo was highly intentional, just so you're aware.
Thanks for ruining the fun. Where are we going next?
Let's hit Copium level 9000 for 500.
Copium level 9500. Evil
Yep,
Gem
here we are.
096,
This is it.
aka
Figured.
John, had constantly proclaimed that this character, quote, isn't that bad, except Hawk proved it was bad indeed after he was forced to use it the entire length of Naga's sealed event. John!
Who is Twin Twist?
You!
My boy!
And he's not. Your deck just sucked.
Where are we going next?
In 9 words or less,
Reset the buzzers?
500. Reset the buzzers, please.
Yes, 9 words or less, 500. Due to previous debates, Hawk was removed from the video and replaced by Naga because of this card. John.
Megatron who is Megatron? Megalomaniacal Mariner?
Correct. Scorp, I am sorry about this. Where are we going next?
Reset
I was getting there.
You're just gonna tell him after every round. Just
before and after 300.
Before and after 300. A contender for the best 5-star, the most oft-cited burn character. Scorp got in first.
I'm trying to... Oh, what were their subtitles?
You got 5 seconds.
Demolitions, Demolish, or something.
No. Veril, you're in next.
Flame Warpath? Who is Flame Warpath?
No. What is Flame War Veteran Decepticon Shockwave Cybertron Commander?
I'm about to say that.
Mm.
Just my buzz.
Anyways, where are we going next?
Before and after 400. Reset the buzzer, please.
An underutilized Pierce weapon, a common aggro deck centerpiece shortly before Wave 4 released. Veril.
What is Piercing Blaster Autobot Communications?
No. Scorp.
Oh no.
I don't hear an answer. I'm starting the timer. Veryl, you were close, but what is piercing blaster communications? There is no Autobot in the subtitle. I warned you I was going to be pedantic about this. Anyways, last category after I reset the buzzer.
Yeah.
A Wave 3 common character with support in Wave 7, a star card that technically shouldn't work. I am going to be very surprised if you get this one.
I don't know what half of it is. I don't know what the other.
Scorp!
I should have prepared the way for comments.
Nothing! Anybody?
The star card's clearly recon system. I don't know the Wave 3 common.
What is Sergeant Hound Infantry Recon System?
Okay. Yep.
And that is round 1. John is in the lead with 2,800, Veryl has 2,100, and Scorp is pulling a blank. We will be right back for round 2.
After these messages.
Alrighty, we're back with round 2. This round's categories. Judge calls. This is cards that have previously or have a tendency to cause ruling headaches. Inside jokes. This is references to things that have happened on the server. Pepperidge Farm remembers. This is things that have previously happened in this game's history. References. This is references to other things on TFTCG cards. And 5-letter words. The answer to this will be a 5-letter word. Who I gotta remember. John's in the lead, you get the pick.
I had control last time.
Yep,
but
so you get it.
someone else.
You get it.
Okay. Let's do inside jokes for 200.
Inside jokes for 200. Let me pull up the buzzers, make sure it's reset. Whenever this happens, Hawk usually asks when we'll get a free version of Gyrick. John!
Alive. What is an alive on 1?
Correct. Where are we going next?
Let's do inside jokes 400.
In December 2020, we learned Tank was colorblind as a result of this incident.
I think this happened on one of the streams.
Oh my god, how do you not know that?
Ago.
Veryl, I'm mad at you specifically. What is Wheelgate?
Did you really fucking reference this goddamn card twice in one fucking video? Go to hell.
Right back at you, dumbass.
I'm specifically Twin Twist was mine.
No, I get it.
Alrighty,
Okay.
John, where are we going
Actually,
next?
I'm not really, but you know. Let's do references for 400.
References for 400, and that is a daily double. How many points would you like to
God damn it.
wager?
Oh God.
Wait, why am my team 3?
Oh,
That's a very good question.
I forgot to input you because I forget you didn't have any points.
Scrap.
Let's just wager 400 again.
400,
I'm
wagering 400.
I'm
The
scared.
Junkions all have fairly long subnames, but one in particular has a reference to a PSA campaign by a former First Lady. John, there's no buzzers for this.
Scorp.
No, John, it's a double. John, you have the answer. Do you have anything?
You're right. I'm fucking stupid.
Also,
Who is Ramage?
No, you will lose 400 for that.
Is it
Can I steal?
No, you cannot. I looked this up. It is.
Darn.
Who is
Junkie on
Nancy?
Nancy, just
Say no to spark plugs,
gonna be my
referencing.
second
Just
choice.
say no to drugs. John, you still have the
That was gonna be
board.
legitimately my
John,
second
there's only 2 female Junkions. Of course, Nancy is your second choice. You had a 50-50 shot.
Anyways,
And I
John,
missed.
where are we going?
Swing
Let's
wide.
do 5-letter words 400.
5-letter words, 400. This 6-star truck was probably the most infamous card Naga managed to break. Veryl.
Who is Pipes?
Correct. Where are we going
That's,
next?
Let's go Judge Calls for 600.
Judge calls for 600. Judge, my opponent is being pedantic and saying this secret action doesn't negate his supercharge despite the fact there was an errata. Veryl.
What is Stim Shock?
No.
It's infiltrate, I think.
Yeah, you showed it.
Yeah, I punted. Nobody gets points on that because I f***ed up.
I was about to say, I thought I just heard somebody buzz in like the second everyone started talking.
Can I have pity points?
Fine, I'll give you the pity points, Scorp. You happy this is going
Yay!
swimmingly? This wouldn't be a Servants of the Dice Gods video if something didn't go wrong, and now I f***ed up
This would
twice.
be a
Not
Servants
wrong.
of the Dice Gods video if Hawk didn't fuck everything up.
I mean, you're not wrong. Anyways, let's try not to do that again. Who had the board? Veril.
I had the board. We'll take Pepperidge Farm Remembers for 400.
Remember when this action allowed you to KO every character on the opponent's team? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Scorp.
What is OA?
No. John.
What is Demolition Derby?
Correct.
Yes.
Remember when Naga got that emergency errated before E5? That was fun. John, where are we going?
All right, let's do Pepperidge Farm Remembers for 600.
Remember when this character forced you to make an extra attack if you flipped a white, an orange, and a green? Pepperidge Farm remembers. John.
Who is Sharkticon Biter?
Correct. Where are we going next?
All right. Let's do Inside Jokes for 600.
Flip 3 white icons, and Hawk usually says this. Scorp jumped in ahead of time, but I'll give it to him. What do you got?
Who's Mirage?
That's not quite what I'm looking for.
Hi, Mirage.
There, I'll allow it. F it, you're
Hi,
behind.
Mirage.
You're behind. I'll give you the points.
Give him the point.
Don't understand. They don't show this program.
I told you.
First time you
I
had control of the
explained
board
the
all
rules
game.
to you beforehand. You
You
dunce. Scorp, you have the
Normally
board.
host
Where are
also
we
doesn't
going?
Just let...
Okay. Let's go. Judge calls for 200.
Judge calls for 200. Judge, my opponent thinks this secret trumps my action, and now all my icons are blue. There's no way that's how that works, right? John.
What is End Hostilities?
Correct. I had to remember what the answer was. Where are we going next?
Really good. Let's do let's do 5-letter words for 600.
Defensive characters hate her. She manages to break through all defensive cards using this one weird trick. Veril.
Who is RC?
Correct. As soon as I was thinking RC, I had to kind of do this joke. Where are we going
One
next?
weird trick called her ability.
It's not wrong. Let's go Judge Calls for 800.
Judge calls 800. Up, daily double. How many points do you want to wager? I had it written down too. I'm annoyed at myself.
Let's go with. Sure, why not? We'll go for 900 points.
Wagering 900. Judge, how the hell does this star card work? Does it even work at all?
What is Recon System?
Correct.
So obvious.
Bruh.
Screw you. It's my game. I can make the rules and change it whenever I want. I'm kidding. Where are we going next?
Let's go References for 600.
References for 600. This Wave 8 armor contains a semi-subtle reference to its originator in its name. John.
What is Severed Combiner Hand?
No. Veril.
What is Weird String of Numbers Champion Armor?
I need the name.
It's DC Amp Ion Armor,
No.
I think. Something like that.
Scorp.
What is Lagartan Spaulders?
No. What is 38 amp ionic plating? Because champion is in there if you correspond the 3 and 8 to letters.
I knew the card. I didn't remember the number
And
string.
The moment you mentioned that,
Yep.
I was like, I knew what the heck it was.
Alright, where are we going next?
I didn't know that was a. I didn't know that was a reference to.
It's a reference to Champion.
Yes.
So
Okay. I was like, how the heck does 8 respond to H? And then I realized the positions in the...
positions of the alphabet. Let's go Inside Jokes for 800.
Inside jokes for 800.
Yes.
Hawks
Scorp
made
has
his
the same thought.
Hawks
Scorp has
made
the
his
same
distaste for alliteration well known, but it came to a head during this controversy in which a character from Wave 8 had its subname changed to have alliteration. Veril.
Who is Megatron Megalomaniacal Mariner?
That's the
I'm not
character
sure.
in question, but I need the name of the controversy.
What is Sharkgate? I don't know what you
No.
call these controversies.
John, you're next.
That's interesting. What is Sharkatron Gate?
No, Scorp, you're in next.
Not my Megatron.
I mean, you're kind of right, but the
That
answer
would've
was,
been-
what is Tyrant Gate?
Nobody's
What is
ever
Hawk
called
has
that.
four tails?
I have called it Tyrant Gate.
Nobody has ever called it that in the history of the server, Hawk.
Oh, piss
I don't
off.
know what you're talking about.
Piss off.
That is.
What
That
is?
is-
Hawk has poor taste.
We'll go references for 800.
References for 800. This Wave 8 stratagem references TV tropes, but don't let that clue throw your head in a spin. Feral.
What is spin to deflect stuff?
Correct.
I didn't know that was a TV trope.
Yeah, it took me a couple years to figure that one out as well. Where are we going next?
Next let's go 5-letter words for 800.
5-letter words,
I seem to have good
800.
luck there.
A personal favorite of Evangelists and Losers. And no, it doesn't involve bugs. Scorp.
What is Virgin Aegis?
No.
It's not that. You can't do that.
What is Dirge?
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
No.
Sonic Doom, anybody?
He's played
I
it
knew he
once.
Anyways.
Yeah, he does tend to play Chop Shop a lot
He
more.
likes to play
but-
mainly Chop Shop.
Let's go Judge calls for 1,000.
Judge calls for 1,000. Judge, I only have 1 health remaining, so I can only take 1 damage and thus activate this card, right? Right? Scarp.
What is Heroic Resolve?
No. Vero, you're next.
What is Lucky Dodge?
Correct. Where are we going next?
You wrote that one today.
Yes, I
Judge calls
did.
for 400, please.
Judge, my opponent's team is Zombie Prime and the Off-Road Patrol. There's no way he gets free star cards, right? Vero.
What is Heroic Spotlight?
Correct. Alrighty, where are we going?
Inside jokes for 1,000.
When Wave 8 first entered Alpha, Hawk was convinced that there was a character with a specific trait that was in the set. This led to this controversy, which featured the trait in its name. Veril.
What is Titan Gate?
Correct!
There's
Alright.
no Titan in Wave
A lot of
BFB.
fence gates.
Anyways, where are we going next?
Let's take references for 1,000.
The name and art for one of the modes of this character contains a reference to the cult classic sports movie from 2004. Scorp.
What is Space Jam?
No.
Score.
That's not the name of That's not the name of the character.
Space Jam was released in 1996.
We're looking for what is Slitherfang Poisonous Protector, the name of the alt mode, and the art reference Dodgeball.
Bro,
You named
Space Jam is
the movie.
Space Jam is from
Cult classic dodgeball.
1996.
Named a movie.
Scorchers is just rushing in there like, here
man,
I
not-
come to save the day, and just falls flat on his ass.
You
The
named
man literally
Dodgeball.
doesn't even read the
What's
question.
real?
Names a movie, not a character, and then names a movie 8 years predating the actual date listed.
I believe
Bro.
I still have seed board, so
Yeah,
let's
you
go
do,
5-letter
Vero.
words for 1,000. So let's take 5-letter words for 1,000.
That bot mode ability is fantastic. Too bad it's stuck on this munchkin-sized character that can't take the normal 2 flips, let alone extra flips. Scorp.
1 moment, please. Who is Blackjack?
No. John, you were in next.
Oh wait, it's not 5.
Oh dear.
Say that again.
Oh dear. Is it Sea-Watch?
You didn't answer it in a question, and it's also not the correct answer.
Fair enough.
Who is
Oh, I think
Eject?
Guys, 5-letter words. Watch him fucking
You-
watch him blackjack!
2 in a row for Scorp. Good God.
Is this the time to bring up I failed to KO and eject?
Is this the time we bring up that you failed to KO this question?
Alrighty, Beryl, you stop the board.
Pepperidge Farm for 800.
Pepperidge Farm for 800. Remember when this card forgot to specify that tough lasted until end of battle? Pepperidge Farm remembers. John, you jumped in ahead, but I'll allow it.
What is guilty or innocent?
No.
What?
Scorp.
What is that blue-black tough 2 card?
No.
I don't know the name of.
It's the name of the card. I don't know.
What is Manipulate Time? The original printing of this card forgot to specify that tough lasted until end of battle. Where are we going next?
Pepperidge Farm for 1,000.
Remember when this card caused the game to soft lock? Pepperidge Farm remembers. This was a real funny... Scorp!
What is Peaceful Tyranny?
No. What is Discordant Cacophony? The original wording of this card meant that if you played it at a specific moment, you could essentially prevent your opponent from doing anything and cause the game to soft lock. Where are we going next?
Because they can't attack with the character that you Discordant Cacophony, and it's their only character.
Correct.
And your characters, so the team, yep, I remember that.
Exactly. Where are we going next?
Pepperidge Farm for 200.
know that this game still had...
Remember when this Micromaster almost gave birth to another FTK? Pepperidge Farm remembers. John!
Was Red Heat.
Correct. Finally, some points on the board for the first time in a hot minute. Where are we going?
Let's do references for 200.
The art of this band card is a reference to one of the most recognizable manga frames of all time. John!
What is Daring Escape?
No! I can hear Tank screaming. Beryl, you got in first.
What is Impetuous Stand?
Correct! It is a JoJo reference.
Ho ho! Jotaro!
Anyways,
5 words for 200.
this 7-star card was part of a team that saw little to no play. However, both Techno and Legendary have made good use of him as a beat stick.
What's his name?
John!
What is Wind Charger?
5-letter words!
Son of a...
Jesus Christ!
I don't think of the fact that
name?
it's 5-letter words. I think of what it could be.
What
the
is
Omnibot, right?
Prowl? He's
Oh,
7
no.
stars and is a Sentinel, and Sentinel saw
Oh, no.
absolutely no play. At the end of round 2, and multiple mistakes
Hold
on
on,
my part.
hold on. Do you know what the second place deck in the EI was?
Shut up, shut up. I
know what
said
the card-
Sentinels
card that
as
beat
the
Ozzy
intended
Metroplex was?
team did not show up very much. I did not say that Secret Sentinels did not see play, but we are not going to get into that. Also, hi Naga, you missed me calling you out at least 3 times in round 1.
You let this guy make the questions. No wonder why there's so many low points. Oh my god.
No wonder this whole fucking Jeopardy game has been an absolute show.
I mean, it's servants of the dice
Having
gods.
fun.
What do you expect? Anyways,
I've been having a grand old
All
time,
right,
honestly. I
at
don't
the-
care if I'm losing. This is great.
at the end of round 2, Veryl's in the lead with 7,200, John has 4,000, and Scorp has 600 from actually answering the questions, and 600 from me failing to do this properly. Are you ready for Final Jeopardy?
How does Final Jeopardy work?
No.
Great question.
I'm not ready,
I
but
am going
I
to
don't have a
read
choice.
a question, and you will have 30 seconds to message me your answer and how many points you are wagering. Are you ready to go?
I see.
Final Jeopardy. And remember, it has to be in the form of a question. This deck was a meta contender in Encounter 1 thanks to V. Jackson, but fell off hard afterwards. You have 30 seconds to message me the correct answer. And a point total amount. I see 1 in response. Time. I see 1. Okay. We're gonna start with John.
It took everything in me to not give them a hint.
Who is Superion for 3600? That is incorrect.
I expected that. I didn't know the answer.
Next up
I
is
didn't know the
Scorp.
answer. I don't know who VJax
What
is.
was Clementia betting all of his points? You are now down to 0, Scorp. That was not correct. Veryl, I expect her to get this right. Can I wager
don't
0?
Yeah,
Wow.
I have no answer. I had no idea.
The answer, what is smoke on the water?
Bah, 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 bah,
thought it was
bah,
That's
bah,
Mega Club.
bah, bah,
Team
bah,
of
bah.
Exhaust, Cliff Jumper, and Crash Bash. So, yeah, this was a total disaster, but also really fun. So, unfortunately, we are
I
never
had a blast.
we are never going to be able to do this again because I don't have any more questions for this game. We'll see what happens. But despite the fact, what was
You
that?
could probably outsource the questions, right?
Probably, but yeah, now that you three have played, I'm gonna have to get different people on next time, so I could probably get your all help with it.
Or Veryl can return, as she is the reigning champion.
Touche.
True.
Okay,
am.
John Scorp, you're on duty to write me new questions, and you're not getting paid for it because writers strike. Anyways, hopefully you
Never
enjoyed
paid
what
me anyways.
Well, I mean, in your contract, it says that I don't have to pay you. We're not getting any money out of
I'm
it. Do you
absolutely-
not remember the contract, John?
Wait, you guys
Can
aren't
you
getting
just pull
paid?
up references for 400, please?
What?
There's the question for references 400.
It's already been answered. Why do you want to see it?
Wasn't
I
references
just want to read
400
it.
the Junkyard Nancy question?
Yes, it
No, not
was.
that one. It was the dodgeball question.
That was 800, I think. Oh no, it's 1,000. Okay.
Mr. Space Jam.
Hawk, I am absolutely shocked that you didn't put 5 White
That was
Omega
the Daily
in
Double, I thought.
in Pepperidge Farm.
Honestly, I was so traumatized by that, I forgot about it. Look, I was struggling with the judge call section. That's why I was messaging Techno furiously, like, "Hey, what cards cause ruling interactions or weird things?" Anyway,
The judge calls category was really
It was
good. I
Quake.
really liked that category.
yeah,
it was fun.
just ignore
Just
ignore me
was the judge
screwing up
call
on the
for-
all-out attack question. Anyways, now that everybody's
I'm
yelling
just
at
gonna
each other,
laugh until the end of time at Scorp going, what's Space Jam? Doesn't reference the card, picks the wrong fucking movie from the wrong fucking year.
alrighty.
Laughing at me, failing to remember that it has to be a 5-letter word twice.
With that all
Yeah.
being said,
I thought that
hopefully
was
y'all
good.
enjoyed what you saw here today, despite me screwing up on 3 questions. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, be sure to press that little red button down below to show that. And maybe we'll try to scrape one of these together in the future again, but I don't know because I was scraping the bottom of the barrel already for this. But maybe we'll figure out something. I'll figure out. I'll do something. But for now, that will do it for this video. Peace out, y'all.
I'll take having a good time for 1,000, Alex.
No, you're not allowed to answer any more questions.
Okay, I'm gonna say it once again. Why was Quake not an answer for judge calls?
Quake doesn't really cause rulings problems.
Was
Yes, it does.
I almost
He caused many.
I almost did, but then I decided against it at the last moment for
Because
Lucky Dodge.
he's-
Anyways, that's
I
the end of the
believe-
video.